Hello, everyone. My name's Julie, and it seems like this is the end. I don't know what will happen to me tomorrow. I don't even know if I'll ever see tomorrow. I'm really, really scared. It's been so long since I've seen my face. I've almost forgotten what I really look like. Mirrors are my enemies. They show me things I don't want to see again. It all started with my birthday. It was a great holiday. I turned 16. We had a big party. I invited a whole group of my friends. I got so many gifts. I was beaming with happiness all day long. It was a great holiday for me. Things were going in a perfect way. Even the boy I liked kissed me goodbye. And then I sat down to sort out my gifts and saw it. A mirror. A pocket, girlish mirror. Obviously, it was antique and it looked very beautiful. My best friend gave it to me for my birthday. She knew I was crazy about such things. However, my friend and I were kind of fighting because of that guy. Yeah, she also liked him. At first, I didn't want to invite her to my birthday party, but in the end, I decided this was a great way to reconcile. Of course, I immediately put this wonderful mirror in my purse. I carried it with me everywhere. I looked at it whenever I had a chance. I adjusted my makeup, then my hair. Sometimes I just admired it. Not even my reflection, but the mirror itself. It was really beautiful. And then the reflection started to fail, if one can say that about a mirror. It's just, at some point, I looked into the mirror and I screamed in horror. Yeah, it showed my face, but it was wrinkled, creepy, and old. And I definitely didn't look like that. I even wanted to make sure this was just an illusion. Then I ran to the toilet to look in the mirror there and see that I was all right. Since then, everything started. I tried not to look into that mirror, but sometimes I forgot and looked there. Every time, I was scared of what I saw. The strangest thing was that I started to notice other mirrors also showed some kinda wrong picture. Of course, I thought it was all illusions. Because, well, it couldn't be true. Maybe I have some eye problems, or I hit my head somehow and didn't notice it. But then changes started happening in reality. I didn't believe the mirrors, but I touched my face. To my horror, I found something on it that just couldn't be there. My fingers felt the wrinkles. They were deep. My hair was falling out in clumps. It was like the one the old woman from the mirrors had. My skin turned yellow and it looked like old paper. In the end, I saw her in the mirror. It was an old woman. She was creepy. She was wrinkled, toothless, and she had gray and sparse hair. I've seen her in all the mirrors. I immediately rushed to my mom and demanded that she take me to the doctor. She agreed, but she looked at me in a strange way. She asked me why I wanted to be examined by doctors. I didn't understand why she didn't sound the alarm first. Well, earlier she dragged me to the hospital because of a simple cough and stuffed me with pills. And in this case, it was more serious than just a cold. The doctors found nothing. I passed some tests. I consulted with a bunch of doctors, and everyone said I was healthy. But I didn't agree. By that time, I already had an answer to what was happening to me. My friend was so jealous the school crush didn't choose her, she decided to curse me. I was 100% sure of this. While I was feeling bad from her gift, she flirted with him. Some said they were even seen walking in the park. Fortunately, I had a plan to fix everything. I watched movies and read books. Everywhere they said the cursed thing should be returned to its owner. In this case, the curse would subside or return to the one who had imposed it. It all started with a mirror that a friend gave me. I didn't know why she'd been doing this to me, but I didn't doubt for a second it was all her fault. So I had to throw her gift back into her bag, hoping this would be the end of it. But it didn't work out. I was getting worse and worse. My hair continued to fall out. The mirror showed me the most terrible pictures in the world. Besides, my teeth started to crumble and fall out. I didn't get it. I did everything right. I returned the mirror to my ex-friend. So why is it getting worse for me now? And why the hell does no one notice this? Maybe I didn't have enough information, but I didn't have the courage to look for it anymore. But then a terrible thing happened. When I fainted right in the dining room, my mom seemed really scared. She drugged me to the hospital. This time, it was some private clinic outside the city. She said a very good doctor worked there. She said he would definitely help me. I believed her and we went there. But it turned out to be even worse than I thought. Instead of a normal doctor, my ex-friend's dad was waiting for me there. I mean, the dad of the girl who had given me the cursed mirror. But even then, I didn't suspect anything strange. However, panic hit me later when he suggested with a sweet smile, I stay in the hospital for a while to undergo an examination, take a break from studying, and sleep in a comfortable ward. That's when I ran away. I even left my mom there. I was just afraid I would be locked up in this hospital with a man whose daughter put a terrible curse on me. Where's the guarantee they were not working together against me? My mom wasn't offended. I just looked strange all the way back home. But I had other problems besides my mom. The old woman from the mirror. I started to see her in reality. Well, like Mom or other people. That's why I covered all the reflective surfaces in my room. But she still found some loopholes and came to me. She stood next to me and muttered something. Sometimes I could even make out some phrases. She repeated she took my youth, and now she would take my life, piece by piece. I didn't go to school. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I was going nuts from this constant mumbling. I wasn't even afraid anymore. I just wanted it to be over. My only salvation was books. There were no mirrors in the old city library, only the dusty shelves and a lonely old librarian who willingly gave me all the literature I needed. Then she even allowed me to wander around the library anywhere I wanted. Her only condition was to put everything back in its place. I was looking for a way to remove the curse. Suddenly, in one of the old books, I found a ritual that was taking away my youth. Yeah, it was there, and it was even described in detail. But instead of a mirror, they used some kind of scary doll with a victim's hair, but I decided there were some peculiarities. The thing was, this ritual still existed, and this confirmed my theory I had been cursed. However, this information couldn't help me. The book said the ritual could not be removed. The only chance was that the one who had sent the curse would realize he did wrong and put everything back. But even the author of the book doubted this would ever work. All I could do was hide in the library and wait for my end to come. And I was hiding there. At least, not to see the terrible old woman around me again. By that time, I had almost no hair and teeth left. I hadn't eaten for a week. I slept 2 hours a day. I definitely wasn't going to my friend with my claims. I didn't want her to see me like this. I looked pathetic. But I abruptly changed my mind when I found a photo from the 1940s in one of the old archives of the library. It showed the day when the first hospital was officially opened in our city. The photographer captured the moment when the head of the city and the chief doctor solemnly cut the ribbon. But it wasn't them who interested me. To the side of the main people of the city was a family, a man, a woman, and a teenage girl wearing a dress. And things would be fine, but it was my friend and her parents. They hadn't changed a bit since then. I stole the photo. It became the main evidence against my friend and her family. You see, if I just came and accused her of cursing me, no one would believe me. And here, there was a chance that, at least, they would hear me out. I went to the school with my evidence. However, I was afraid they wouldn't let me in, because there was a photo of a 16-year-old girl on the pass, and there was an old woman in reality. But the security guard didn't notice anything wrong. Maybe he thought I was a new teacher? I just wanted to talk, but when I saw her, something broke in me. I got hysterical. I screamed she had taken everything from me. I screamed I didn't deserve this. I said it would be better if she and her cursed family would get out of town because now everyone would know the truth. And I threw a photo from the library at her as proof. Unfortunately, I never found out if they believed me. The teacher called security. Then they called an ambulance and the police. They took me to the hospital and locked me in a separate room. I was alone with a window with a reflection of a terrible old woman. Now, she's my companion. Every day the doctor comes to me. He makes me remember everything from the very beginning. He says my face and my reflection are quite normal, and there is no old woman. He thinks I'm nuts, and I pulled out my own hair and teeth. As for the photo, there's no cursed family of my friend there. write in the comments what you think of my story. Click thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Never miss new stories. Bye!